Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today I have a bit of a nostalgic video. Today is the last day. I'm moving out of my house today, so if you take a look around, everything's empty, and it's bittersweet because I've been here for a decade. I've been here for 10 years, and the first couple years in this house were fabulous. Then I got sick, and they were some of the most horrible days of my life in here. I spent wishing that I would never see this house again. I mean, I have some horrific memories here in this house. And when I was going through it, I thought I would never come out of it. And, all the way along, I was waiting to live my life. You wait to live your life until you're healed. And now that I'm moving out and I'm looking back over this empty house and all these memories, I'm realizing that even in my darkest days when I was sick, I was still living my life. I was still here, and there were still some good memories mixed in with the horror. There's still the memories of my children growing up and the memories of them doing some of their firsts, and these beautiful memories that I didn't think were beautiful at the time because I thought I couldn't enjoy them. But now that I'm looking back, I realize they still happened, and they're still part of what makes this life beautiful and what makes my kids' childhoods beautiful. And even though it wasn't how I wanted it, it happened, and there's still beauty to be had in these memories. So what I want to say to you today is that if you're going through this, I'm just walking around looking at all the rooms as I go, just for my own sake. But, if you're waiting to live your life, and if you're thinking that day might never come, and you're wasting everything, right? You're wasting everything. You're wasting all your time, all your beautiful energy, and you're wasting your precious memories, and you'll never get them back, and you're hating your life because you'll never ever get these memories back, and it's ruining everything. I get it. It does. It ruins everything. But still, when I look back, there were beautiful moments here in my daughter's room, in and amongst the suffering and the pain. And it wasn't because I wasn't in pain. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I had a great day, so that was a beautiful memory. It's just, it was a beautiful memory because I remember loving her in that room. I remember holding her in that room. I remember watching her grow in that room. Whether I was pain-free or not isn't the point now that I realize looking back. So your life happens, and you can't put your life on hold completely. You have to try to be in the moment. You have to, I remember, I couldn't come downstairs here. Here we are downstairs. I couldn't come downstairs because of the TD for probably 2 or 3 years. I'd never even really set foot down these stairs because I couldn't. And, here we are saying goodbye to my downstairs, which I, wanted to say goodbye to for so long. But even there was some beautiful memories. And yeah, sure, I look back and I wish it would have been different. There's no doubt about that. But it was what it was. And what I wish I knew now was that I wish I had have enjoyed it more as I went along, even with the pain. I wish I would have paid less attention to the ravaging symptoms and more attention to life, more attention to my children, more attention to my marriage, more attention to the life that was unfolding around me that I couldn't focus on. And when you're in serious pain, you cannot focus on the life around you because you just long for it to be different. And when you're inundated with suffering, you can't see the beauty. But trust me, when you're looking back, you're sad that it happened, but you're also sad that you missed it. And part of you missing it is not just because you're in suffering and you're in pain. Part of you missing it is because you're choosing not to look at what's happening right in front of you. Even those bad days, there can be some beauty to enjoy in them. And that's a good lesson going forward. It's like your life is always happening. And unfortunately, we can't put it on hold until we're done healing. And so the best that we can do is to try to, just love the people in our lives, even if we can't love what's going on inside us or our symptoms or around us. We can love the people. We can watch them and we can keep them in our hearts, because those memories are still beautiful when we look back. And so it's important that we try to make beauty in the midst of illness and in the midst of suffering. And we try to find those moments, because those moments will be something that we'll look back on, whether we believe we will or not, with fondness and gratitude that we were present in that moment. So be present. And, going forward, the one regret that I have here, standing here, is that I really wanted to move out of this house, and I'm excited for a new beginning. But I wanted to do it fully 100% healed, and I'm not there. I'm not 100% healed, but I've come so far, and so many of my symptoms are gone, and there are many days when I don't have any at all. And I can't wait to be 100%. And I wanted not to move out of this house. I wanted to not, go forward until I was 100 or until I was healed. I wanted to keep stuck where I was and wait until that day I was healed and then move out of my house so I could enjoy the next chapter. But I realized waiting is the thing that, when you're waiting to heal, and when you're waiting to move forward, you're still waiting, right? And only by taking the steps can we make the improvements, and can we learn the lessons, and can we take the steps that need to be taken in order to do the healing. So I know taking the steps before you're ready is super important. It's an important step to take, even before you're there, or even before you want to, or even before, it's that perfect thing in your mind. You have to take it before that. So I'm looking forward to taking the step forward, to leaving this house behind me, to creating new and wonderful adventures. And even though I wanted to move when I was fully healed, and even though I wanted to move when I was at 100%, and now I feel, let down, gosh, I'm moving out of this house and I didn't meet my goal, it's not a failure. It's a total success. I accomplished so much here, and I'm so proud of myself, and I can't wait to take the next step forward and the new adventures that will await me. And this step is necessary in going forward and in walking into my healing, right? So sometimes you can't stay where you are and wait. You have to move forward and allow it to happen. Allow yourself to transform, and allow yourself to feel all the feelings, and to visit all those painful places that you don't want to, so that you can transform it into the future that you do want. And so I walk out this door today, out my front door, and it's bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet, but I'm looking forward to the future. And as I look back, I remember the pain, but I also remember the beauty, and I remember those moments, of love and laughter. And even if it wasn't me, it was my children filling this house with love and laughter. And it is bittersweet to leave. I'd never thought it would be. I thought it would be so easy to walk out those doors. But, it's sad, actually, in a way, and I'm really gonna miss it. And I know this is kind of a personal video to share today, and it doesn't really have a message, but it gives you a message of hope and healing and moving forward and looking back, and just the beauty in the now, and living your life now, walking towards your future. And when you look back at the beauty. Try to make a beautiful memory every day, even if you're in pain. Try to make one beautiful memory, because when you look back, you will find those beautiful memories, and it will comfort you. And yeah, so anyways, I hope this video has been helpful in some small way, and mostly this video is for me as I walk forward and start a new chapter in my life.